What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the channel. All right, today's video, we're gonna be checking out a couple of snow blowers and a leaf blower from PowerSmart. Real quick, before we get too far into the video, it's probably gonna be really long. I mean, there's two snow blowers and a leaf blower. So basically how this video is probably gonna go is we're gonna do the unboxing, we're gonna have to assemble them, and then we'll probably go outside where I'll go over all the features and we'll possibly do an ops check. The only thing I won't be able to show you in this video, unfortunately, is we don't have any snow and there's not any in the 10-day forecast. So we're gonna have to do a second video and operate them in the snow whenever I get some. All right, let's get started. All right, on the left, we got the gas-powered snowblower. Model number is PSS2260LED. The one on the right is the electric snowblower or the battery-operated snowblower. Part number is DB2805RB. And a little box on top is the electric leaf blower. Part number PS76220A. And to be honest, I'm pretty excited about the battery-operated one because, well, I don't have one. I've never seen one. I want to use one. I do have a gas-powered one out in the garage, but it's a little bit smaller than actually both of these right here. So I think what we'll do first is unbox the battery-operated one because I'm excited to see that. We'll put it together, and then after that we'll unbox the gas-powered one and then put it together. Take them outside, go over all the features, etc. We'll do a little operations check, and then that's probably going to be the end of the video. Let's get to it. All right, well, I mean, I guess it's fairly neatly wrapped and packed inside of here. We do have some bubble wrap, and it looks like we have some of that plastic wrap type of stuff. Yeah, I guess we'll just unbox the entire thing so you can see, you know, everything. So it looks like the top bar and controls and the chute come all out in one. Got your little tiny shovel, bag of hardware. Comes with your user manual, the other metal brackets. Boom! Looks nice. All right, here we go. Everything is unboxed and laid out here in front of you. So we got the snowblower assembly right over here. Shouldn't really have to do anything to this other than add all of this stuff onto that. Honestly, without even looking at the manual or anything like that, it really doesn't look too hard to put together. But anyway, got the snowblower assembly right here, the 80 volt, 6 amp hour lithium ion battery. If we push the little meter button on there, mine does show 4 bars, but I bet it's not 100% fully charged because typically for shipping, you know, they put it at 50-60%. Got the charger right over there. We got the chute. We got the controls. We got the little mounting bracket right here. We got the little skids that go right here on the bottom down here. And we have the little shovel for clearing stuff out and clearing out the chute. We have the manual, we got some hardware right here, and it looks like we have 4 extra shear bolts, which is a good thing. If you're out there throwing snow and you hit like a newspaper or something and it stops the auger immediately, it'll break the shear bolts so you don't break, you know, the gearbox right down here. So that's a good thing. Then we got some little clippies that will probably mount on here or over there somewhere to hold some of the control wiring out of the way. Before we assemble the snowblower, I was going to charge the battery real quick, and that just plugs into your standard outlet. Anyway, that's what the charger looks like. You got a little red light indicator on the back. All right, so here's what the bottom looks like. It's a PowerSmart charger, lithium ion, 80 volt. Model number is DB2208. Output is 84 volts DC. Can't see anything of how many amps it actually charges, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that right now. Here is what the battery looks like. You got your PowerSmart logo there. You got the battery meter button right here. If we push that, like I said before, it does show 4 bars, at least on mine, but that's gonna be kind of false. Typically they can't ship these fully charged. You know, it's like a fire safety hazard. Anyway, you got some vents on all 4 corners, and there is actually some screen in there if you can see it. So you can't just like throw things through there. So there you go. Back side of the battery, there you go, lithium ion battery. 84 volts max DC 6 amp hours. Part number DB2108. Battery post down, just slide that in. Boom. All right. And there you go, it's blinking green. So we'll let that charge while we put the snowblower together. And the instructions just show 5 steps to put this together. All right, and this goes in this direction with the bends facing towards the snowblower. And this one takes a 12 millimeter. All right, next thing is the upper bracket and all the controls right here, and this chute. All right, so the chute, the little arm right there, is gonna go to this bracket right here, so we're gonna have to remove those bolts and nuts. The 2 arms right there are gonna meet up onto the lower bracket right here. It's gonna mount up to these screw holes right here, so we need these 4 bolts right here. All right, next step is connecting the connector right here. It's basically a cannon plug. It's got a little keyway and it can only go one way. So I'll go ahead and put that together, and it's just a twist lock. And that's it. And the other thing that I didn't see in the 5-step instructions were these little plastic wire guides, or whatever you want to call them. I put these in a few different places on the back. So if you can see it, I put one right down here, and it's just going to hold the wire, you know, from off the wheel. Second one I'm going to put right here in this little Y section. Third one I'm going to put roughly right here in the middle, and I'm going to use it right on the cord for the chute up and down, and that's just going to basically keep the cord off the top of the motor and the battery right here. Just, I don't know, maybe help prevent scuffing it up. Later on I may change this, we'll see. Next step is installing this little shovel slash snow clearing tool. It tells you to put it in this way. All right, last step is the skid shoes, and these mount right here on these bottom 2 holes, and the mounting carriage bolts are installed from the inside. Now typically I'll install these on a flat surface. This basement floor isn't very flat. And then I will slightly lift up the snowblower. So basically the bottom of the snowblower rides on these, and you don't mess up or wear out the bottom side of the snowblower. But for right now, until I get this outside, I'm just gonna throw these on. Boom! There we go. And to be honest, I'm actually really excited to try this out. Of course, when it snows. We don't have any snow outside, and I didn't see any in a 10-day forecast, which sucks. All right, so I guess I will push this out of the way, and we'll unbox the gas-powered one. Oh, it rolls good. That's good. Boom! And if we take a look inside this one, it's packed pretty much the same as the battery-powered one. Nice and neat, compact. There's some bubble wrap, and there's some of that blue shrink wrap. And since this one's a little bit heavier, I'm going to put the wheels on real quick, and that's pretty easy. Just remove the pin and the clip from the axle, put the wheel back on the axle, and reinsert the pin and the clip. All right, we got everything unboxed and on the ground, similar to the other one. We got the chute, and then we have the upper controls. Comes with the manual, extra hardware, skid shoes, the shovel, 3 AAA batteries for the light, and of course 5W30 full synthetic oil. All right, this one looks like it's going to go together just like the battery powered one, so let's get to it. Actually tells you to install these before you put the top bracket on, but I've found that you can put them on anyway. There we go. And while we're back here, we can hook up the gear lever. So that is the longer pole here. You're going to take the flat end here and put it right through the hole here, the slotted hole. and then you're gonna rotate it up, and you're gonna remove the pin, and you're gonna put it right inside the gear lever right up here and put your pin back in. All right, also since we're back here, we can take the chute control arm, and there's a little plastic hole right over here. We just slide that through towards the chute, and once we're closer to the chute, we can remove that pin. All right, and then the arm just goes right in there, and there's a hole that you just line that back up and put your pin back in. Next, you can put your little ice pick shovel thingy right on here. And for the LED light, looks like we gotta pull out the little screw here and put in the 3 AAA supplied batteries. Slide that up, put in the 3 batteries. We're back on. Guess you might not technically need that screw, but we're gonna go ahead and throw it back in.
Boom! All put together, and I gotta say they're looking pretty darn good. Honestly, they're looking pretty similar. I guess from a distance you wouldn't be able to tell which one is gas or which one is battery operated. Anyway, the only thing I haven't done is put the oil inside the gas one, or of course put gas in it. I was gonna wait until I get them outside. Speaking of, I'm gonna take these outside and then we'll go over the features and then do an ops check.
Alrighty, got them both outside. Since I'm outside, I'm just gonna apologize in advance for any other random car noises, etc. All right, so we are gonna start with the battery operated one first. All right, everything in here is made of steel construction. All the augers, the impeller, all steel. We do have 4 shear pins, just like I said before. We do have the extra shear pins just in case you run into like a newspaper or a big chunk of ice. You have replacements. The actual opening right here is about 23.5 by 19.25. All right, so plenty of room or plenty of snow intake. If we move up to the top, it says PowerSmart right up there. Right on the right side, it says 80 volt lithium ion, and then on the other side, it says 24-inch clearing width, which technically it's just a little bit smaller than that. Of course, you got your adjustable shoes. They're plastic. I mean, I guess that's fine since this is electric. And on the back, of course, we got your big knobby 13-inch tires, of course. We got your fully adjustable chute, you know, left and right, up and down. And of course, this is adjustable with these turnbuckles right here if you ever need to do that. And then up here where the controls, etc. are, right on the front, we do have a bright LED light, which hopefully we can try that out whenever we actually run it. All right, moving up to the top and all the controls. So right here in the center, we have your start switch or your battery on and off button. We have a battery indicator LED and a fault indicator LED. This lever right here is your auger control, and you do have a little sticker that shows you that right here. And then right underneath is a drive control, so you can do it one-handed if needed. Right over here is your chute steering control lever, so you move this forward and backwards, and that'll turn the chute left or right. On the right, we have the chute deflector control lever, and this is your up and down of the chute. Right over here, we have your forward, neutral, and reverse. So the further you go in reverse, the faster you're gonna go, and obviously the same. The further you go forward, the faster you're going to go in forward. Right after that, we have the drive control, which is basically the same as this lever right over here. So if you don't want to do it one-handed, you can push this lever right over here. And the last thing we got up here is your lamp switch, your lamp on and off button. All right, back up here on the controls for the chute. So this is your left and right, and these are detinted, so you can move it to one specific place and it'll hold it there, all right? Or obviously you can move it really fast, all right? And then same thing for the up and down motion. It is detinted, so it'll stay where you want it, or you can just move it fast, all right? Let me move the camera so you can see that, all right? So we're gonna go left and right. All right, there's your left and right, and here is your up and down. And it'll hold it wherever you put it. Right over on the left side is your snow or ice remover tool, you know, from the chute or the front augers. It actually tells you to put it on this way, you know, put it on whichever way you want. And then right below that, you can see an open sign here. This is where you put in the battery, which I'll go ahead and do real quick. All right, sorry for that reflection here. There's not much I can do about that, but here's where you insert the battery. Here's the battery right here, and we did fully charge it. Push the button here and you can see all 4 LEDs light up. All we do to insert the battery here is your connections right here. That's going to go towards the back side. So basically open it up and drop it in. That's pretty much it. Make sure it's clicked in. Here's your key right here. You can leave that in or remove it. I just left it in. If you need to remove the battery, there's a lock button right here. So push that forward, it unlocks it. You can pull the battery right back out. All right. So if you don't want to drop it in, just set it in there and push down. That's pretty much it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start this for the first time. So LED light does come on without pushing the power button. It's daytime. I'm gonna hit the start switch and I'm gonna engage the augers. It's pretty quiet from where I'm at. A lot quieter than that's gonna be, I can guarantee it. We'll go forward. I'm gonna hit this drive trigger over here. And it moves forward pretty easily. We'll go in reverse. There we go. It's pretty slow in reverse. That's okay. I guess you don't go in reverse very often. All right, and then I'm just gonna go all the way forward. This button seems to time out pretty quick, so if you don't push a button soon enough, you're gonna have to push the start button again. That could get annoying. All right, we're gonna go forward. All right, so this is all the way forward. I'm just gonna slide it back a little bit. Yep, it does slow down as it should. It's gonna turn here. Let me see if it goes any slower. It does go slower. All right, so you can go really slow actually. Oh, there it goes off. And here's gonna be full speed. And then auger. I don't know, it looks pretty cool to me. All right, so we'll move these real quick so you can see it from farther away. And here's your up and down. These are kind of loud and sticky, but maybe that's because it's brand new. They're a little tight right now, and that just could be because it's brand new. I have no idea. All right, so we'll move on to the gas-powered snowblower. All right, so over here on the gas-powered snowblower, this is all pretty much the same as the battery-powered snowblower. Everything in here is constructed in steel. Each auger has its own replaceable shear pin, which you probably can't see in the camera right now. There's a couple bolts up here, but I don't think those are shear pins. All of this looks really good to me. Of course, you do have an adjustable or replaceable scrape plate down there, and at least that's what I call it. Same for the battery-powered one. If we measure the opening that we get right here, this is about 25.5 for the opening, and we're about 19.5 inches tall. So again, you can take in a lot of snow. Of course, you don't want to fill up the whole thing with snow. You'll just get bogged down. These are actually only rated for like, I don't know, 12 or so inches of snow. It'll go more, it'll just be really slow. All right, and then moving up here onto the top, of course, it says 212 cc PowerSmart, 26 inches. There's no wording on the sides like the battery-powered one. You got your replaceable shoes down here. On the gas-powered one, they are steel. If you can see that okay. And of course, like I said, the battery-powered are plastic. Just like the other one, this does have the movable chute up and down, left and right. This one does have an LED, but of course this one is powered by 3 AAA batteries. Again, we have the big, beefy 13-inch knobby tires right on the back. If we go back to this side right over here, we have your oil dipstick right here. Here's obviously where you put in your regular gasoline, no mixture or anything like that. And of course right down there, we do have another dipstick fill right down there. This is your electric starter right here, as well as the pull start right here. And if we move around to the back side over here, here is your primer button. They say 3 to 5 pushes to start it. This is where your key goes. I left that inside. And of course, whenever you want to start this, your choke is going to be closed, so all the way to the left. And then once you do get it started, you're going to slowly move it to the full open position. And that'll be basically, you'll be able to tell once it's running. Like I said, 212 cc overhead valve engine. And if we move back just a little bit, just like the battery powered one, we have the little tool stuck to it right here. Put that back on. And of course, the difference between this one and the battery powered one is this one is a manual chute left and right. Okay, which I kind of prefer actually. All right, so moving on to the top up here. So I guess we'll just start from the left side. So the lever right here is your auger control, and of course you do have a sticker that tells you that. Here is your forward and reverse lever. There are 6 speeds forward and 2 in reverse, and this is really easy to move actually. And if we move off to the right, this is your chute control, your up and down, and this is detented as well, and I'll show you that from a different view here in a second. Right below that is your LED light on and off, and then of course all the way to the right is your drive control lever, you know, forward and reverse. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start this here in just a second. I just poured in the supplied motor oil that came with it. Again, like I said before, this is SAE 5W30 and it's full synthetic oil. I just dumped the whole bottle right in here because it came with the exact amount that you need, which is 16.9 ounces. And I did just throw in some gas. First we'll try a pull start. If we can't get it to pull start for this first time, then we'll just move on to the electric start. All right, so we got the key. Go ahead and slide that in here. We're gonna prime it, I don't know, 3 to 5 times, and then we're gonna try to pull start it. Ooh, actually almost started.
At this point, since it's so loud, I just kind of muted it a little bit. Basically what I'm doing is I'm just running through all the controls, all the speeds, etc., just to make sure it all works.
Shut it off, I just pulled the key. All right, all of that works actually really well. The only thing that I noticed that is different from this gas one compared to my gas one is with my old one, after I engage the auger and the drive, I can control it with one hand. Everything kind of stays together. This one, if you do release the drive, obviously it'll stop. With my other one, as long as I have the auger engaged, I can keep moving and drive everything or run everything single-handedly, similar to that one right there. All right, I could grab an extension cord and we could try out that feature, the electric start. All right, electric start feature. Obviously it's probably going to start real easy if it works. I'm just going to leave the choke or the throttle on full open. Basically you're just going to take your extension cord and plug it right in here. All right, and here's the push button. All right, that's pretty easy. It worked great, actually. All right, there you go. Battery operated snow thrower, ops check good, and gas powered snow thrower, ops check good. Oh, I forgot to turn on the light for that one. Not that it's gonna be very bright right now anyway, but I can turn it on for you. This is battery operated one. Again, it's daytime, I can't tell. We'll find that out later, hopefully. All right, so I was just gonna go over some of the features of these real quick, and then I think we'll wrap this video up. All right, so we'll start with the battery operated snow thrower first. All right, the electric snowblower comes with an 80 volt, 6 amp hour lithium battery. It says you should get roughly 40 minutes of runtime. And what that equates to is it says it can clear an 18 car driveway in 8 to 12 inches of snow. Obviously, I can't test that right now because we don't have any snow. Of course, no gas maintenance or anything like that. Obviously, it's 2-stage, and they say you should be able to throw snow up to 50 feet. Of course, we will try that whenever we have snow. You got some 13-inch knobby tires right on the back. You got a pretty bright LED light right on the front. All the augers and everything down there is steel. Everything's fully adjustable right up there on the top. If I didn't mention it, obviously it is self-propelled. It's variable speed with the little lever right up here on the top, forward and reverse. And I think that's pretty much it for this one right here. All right, so on to the gas-powered one. So like I said before, this is 212 cc 4-stroke overhead valve engine. It's got 2 different ways to start, pull start and electric start. Obviously it's 2-stage, everything is steel construction. Again, you got the big knobby 13-inch tires on the back, self-propelled obviously. They say this one's ideal for a 10-car driveway in 6 to 10 inches of snow. Although obviously you can do a lot more because this is gas-powered and you can just keep throwing in gas to run all day. They say you should be able to throw snow at least 40 feet with this one. Comes with a little LED light on the front, although I don't see anybody really using that, but you could. Honestly, just looking at these, they're real similar. The only thing different, obviously, is gas and battery, but besides those two differences, this one's just got a little bit bigger of a chute opening. I mean, that's really it. Oh, and of course the chute side to side. That's really the only differences. To be honest though, I'm really looking forward to using the battery powered one. I've never used one of those. I'm just really excited to see how that works. And I almost forgot about the 40 volt cordless blower. So let's open this up, take a quick look, and then I think we'll wrap this video up. All right, so of course we have the instruction manual. And that's what it looks like inside so far. So everything is, well, some things are bubble wrapped. So we got a nozzle, tube, the blower itself. It's pretty light, by the way. It's probably the battery and maybe the charger. All right, so got the charger right here. All right, PowerSmart charger, lithium ion, 40 volts, model number DB2202. Input, you know, your regular 120. Output is 42 volts DC. And I'm guessing this is going to be the battery. All right, so here's the battery. PowerSmart, model number is DB2102. Rechargeable lithium ion battery, 40 volts. And I don't see an amp hour number on here, at least. Maybe it's in the manual. All right, here is the PowerSmart blower. We got a bunch of warnings on here telling you what you should and shouldn't do. Battery's gonna go here. Got your intake right on the back. Max wind capacity is 310 CFM, which I don't have anything to test that. And the max airspeed says 99 miles per hour. Of course, I don't have anything to technically test that either. Let's see, switch. Feels like just an on and off, but we'll find out here in a second. But looks like to assemble this looks pretty easy. Put it on and twist. And then same for the nozzle here. Put it on and twist. The battery does have a little meter right here too. And we only got one green light. So we'll go ahead and plug it in and see what happens. All right, so we'll go with the button here first. Seemed like a low. We'll hit the top button and the bottom button. All right, so there is like a boost right there. All right, so on the manual right here, it does say the no load speed is 23,000 RPM, max airspeed 99 miles per hour, 310 CFM, battery type 40 volt lithium ion, 4 amp hour. All right, so there you go, 4 amp hour battery. Charging time is 150 minutes. Seems like a long time, but maybe not really. Total weight is 11 pounds. The top button right up here is the turbo mode button. All right, so you got a low button right here. If you hit both of them, it's your high. All right, so one of the other things I forgot to mention was with a fully charged battery, you should get a runtime of 50 minutes. I don't know if that's on like full blast or anything like that. I would imagine not, probably just on low. They're basically saying you can use this for blowing leaves, you know, rocks, dust, and all that kind of stuff. And they're even saying you can blow snow with this, which would be awesome because I've got solar panels on my roof. It would be really cool if I could just blow the snow off the solar panels with this. So whenever we get some snow, I think we're gonna try that out for sure. Actually, I can't wait to do that. All right, I guess we'll go ahead and recharge the battery. Looks like you have a little lock back here to remove that, so there you go. Just pull that out, go ahead and plug that in and get it charged up. All right, so while we're charging, you do get a red blinky light. When it's fully charged, it'll be a solid green. Boom, there you go. Hopefully the video hasn't been too boring so far. So I was gonna do a couple little things before you guys go. First one is the pros and cons list. All right, so we'll start with the battery operated one first. For me, the battery switch, whenever you push it, you have at least 5 seconds or so to either hit the auger lever or the drive control lever. If you don't push anything, you have about 5 seconds and it resets. Then you have to push the button again. For me, that's really annoying. In actual operation use in snow, I would think it would be annoying, but I obviously don't know yet because we don't have snow. Second one for the battery operated one is the reverse speed. For me, it is extremely slow. But again, I'm used to a gas powered one. With my gas powered one, I can go in like 2 reverse or something like that, and I can go pretty quick. Maybe reverse isn't that much of an issue for many people, but for me, it seemed kind of slow. The third one could potentially be the battery itself. If you have a big lot, you know, bigger than an 18-car driveway worth of space to clear, you know, you're gonna have to stop and then recharge the battery to finish all of that. For the gas one, for the cons, there really isn't too many. For me, it is that little goofy battery-powered light with 3 AAAs. I just don't know how useful that could be. So for me, that is a con. Second one is obviously whenever you're running it, it's gonna be really loud and you're gonna smell like exhaust. And that's pretty much all I can come up with cons, at least at this moment, because I haven't used them in the snow. If we go for the pros, battery operated one first, obviously you can be a snow throwing ninja because it's nice and quiet. Way quieter, obviously, than the gas powered one. You could even throw snow at night. You know, if you get a bunch of snow during the daytime, come home from work and you want to clear everything when it's dark out, you can do that. You're not going to annoy all of your neighbors. If you do have a normal size lot or a regular size lot, one battery is going to should be plenty enough for you. For my house, it should be plenty enough. If we move on to the gas powered one, obviously you're going to get as much runtime as you want because you can just keep loading in the fuel and run all day long. The next one is kind of like a personal preference pro. I prefer the crank, you know, for the chute turning left and right. I'm not used to the crank side to side on the top of the battery powered one, so technically that could be a con for the battery powered one for me personally. And I think that's pretty much it for my pros and cons, only because I haven't used them in the snow yet. Next is the price. If I didn't mention it, which I don't think I did, at the time of this video, the price for the battery powered one is $950. However, they are on sale for $800. These also have free shipping, by the way. Gas powered one is $900. However, at the time of the video, it is $680. Leaf blower is $170. Now, if any of you guys need a snowblower like today or in the next week or something like that, I would not recommend the battery powered one only because I haven't used it in the snow. I would actually recommend the gas powered one. Again, that's only because I've used gas powered ones for 20 plus years and they're super reliable. So if you guys do need a snowblower right now, I would recommend the gas powered one. All right, well, I think that's pretty much all I got. If anybody's interested in any of these snowblowers or leaf blowers, I'll have links down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Like that smash button, and I will see you on the next one as soon as it snows. And if you look right here, this is where the push starting. Alrighty, there you go. Battery powered snowblower.